Good afternoon, good afternoon. This is the one and only, the Underrated Darkness, JT better than ever. Bringing a little special JT Lunchtime Random Talk Part 3. We're going to talk about random things. I might be reading a little stuff here and there. Throw a little surprise at you. First thing foremost, thanks for coming, family. If you want to know more about me, Facebook, Jerry Thomas, yours truly. Facebook group, all in caps, JT MVP, Thinking for Ourselves. Twitter account, again, at JT Blackman44, that also in caps. Instagram, lower caps, The Underrated Darkness. Also, hit that bell. Share this. Let's get them likes up on this stream and my past live streams of my videos. Let's get those up. Very much appreciated. Also, I'm in this joint business venture with my brother Ernest Jones, AnsAllToys.com. We do our social media. When you purchase, when you use my code MVP, you will get 10% off. And understand this is a Black-owned company, so money be back and come back back in our community. Remember that economic development. Also, I would do a live stream or midterm elections this coming November. Right, of our perspective. All right, so watch out for that. All right, and also, oh yeah, tonight is going to be a special underrated sports show, 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight on this channel. Underrated sports show with my brother and co-host D to the S to the 1. All right, check it out. It's going to be something tonight. All right, it's going to be a special tonight. So get more people on. Try to get people to come. The ones who on the chat right now who's in there, who come a little later, let them know and bring to me because it's going to be a special tonight. Also, it's a special right now. You can have people come here too. All right, information man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Rockweiler, what's good, brother? Yeah, come on in. Come on in. We're going to wait for some more people. Always a blessing to see your brother. That's good. I'm waiting for some more people to come in because we're going to get this cracking. Excellent show by you. Information, man. Excellent stream. Good food. I ain't eating no good food, you know. Shady Cat, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the Dark is going to bring it. John Dark is going to bring it. I'm going to have some good stuff. Like I said, tonight is going down. The Underrated Sports Show. Tonight. It's going to be a special. It's going to be a special. 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight. Yeah. All right. No problem. Information, man. Whatever it is, let me know. Waiting for some more people to come in. So we're gonna get this cracking. Also, like I said, tonight's a special. All right. Information man. I tried to get you on the last time, but it as they said your email wasn't working, so I don't know. So if you want to be on a panel tonight, let me know. Come on, it'll make a difference. Sisters, if you want to join the panel in the near future, feel free. Want sisters to come on the panel too. I want sisters. I want to hear your input too. Very important. All right. Wait for some more people to come in. Wait for some more people to come in. It's gonna be random talk, family. You don't know what I'm gonna do, but okay, do that. Do that, brother. And but it's gonna, trust me, it's gonna be fully okay. All right, got you. Okay. I'm gonna plug that in. plugged in, definitely. Thank you. Appreciate that information, man. Appreciate you. And it's sisters too. If you want to join the panel, when I said, I'm setting up the panel, okay, I got you. I got your information, man. Drop your email. Y'all can come on too. All right? All right. I might have a panel on here. You never know, so watch out for it too. Okay, got your information, man. Let me get this thing going. All right, I'm gonna read about this. This is one of my heroes. Let's get them lights up, family. Let's get them lights up. Very much appreciated. Share this too. Likes and views up. Very much appreciated. I know you heard of him, but this is one of my heroes, and he means so much. He impacted my life so much as a black man. And John Henry Clark was American historian, professor, and a pioneer in the creation of Pan-African, African studies and professional institutions in academia, starting in the late 1960s. Born January 1st, 1915, Union Springs, Alabama, died July 16, 1998, Amana Sinai, St. Luke's, and Mount Sinai Roosevelt, New York City. And I remember that day because that day was, wow, that was the time I was married. And so that day, that hurt me. Spouses, Billy Williams, question mark. Education, Columbia University, California. Parents, Willie Elliott Clark, John Clark. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Already read that. Was born John Henry Clark on January 1st, 1950, as I say, youngest child of John, a sharecropper, and Willie Ellie Mays Clark, a washerwoman who died in 1922. That's his mother. With the host earning enough money to buy land rather than sharecropping, his family moved from the closest Milltown, Columbus, Georgia. Counting his mother's wishes for him become a farmer, Clark left Georgia in 1933 by freight train and went to Harlem, New York. That's something like young Malcolm X did. Okay, as part of the Great Migration of rural blacks out of the South to northern cities, there he pursued scholarship and activism. He renamed himself as John Henry Clark after rebel Norwegian playwright Henry Esmond, as added an E to his subname spelled as Clark. Genius. As various times, Clark claimed he was a practicing lawyer, an architect, an engineer. His highest education was, in fact, grade 4. Amazing. He claimed to have various other degrees of substantiated, including 2 master's degrees in Cambridge. Upon his death, Cambridge came forward and said that he'd never been a student there. Yeah, right. Position in academia. Clark was a professor of Black and Puerto Rican Studies at Hunter College of the City. A City University in New York from 1969 to 1986, where he served founder chairman of the department. He also was a Carter G. Wilson Distinguished Visiting Professor of African Studies at Cornell University Africana Studies and Research Center. Hold on, let me see. Additionally, in 1968, he founded the African Heritage Studies Association at the Black Caucus, the African Studies Association. Big L, what's good? Thank you. Red Face, thanks for showing up. Very much appreciated. In his obituary, Clark, the New York Times, noted the activist ascending to professor emeritus at Come to college was usually without benefits of a high school diploma, let alone a PhD, acknowledged that nobody said Professor Clark wasn't an academic original. In 1994, Clark earned a doctorate from a non-accredited Pacific Western Union, now Columbia, now they call California, Marymount University in Los Angeles, have earned bachelor's degree there in 1992. Korea. By the 1920s, the Great Migration and demographic change had led to concentration of African Americans living in Harlem. A Genet developed among the artists, writers and musicians, and many figures in the Harlem Renaissance. They began to develop support structures, studies, groups, and informal workshop, develop newcomers and young people. Arriving in Harlem at the age 18 in 1933, Clark developed as a writer and lecturer during the Great Depression years. He joined the study circles such as Harlem History Club and the Harlem Writers Workshop. That is the same group that Langston Hughes is in. He studied intermittently at New York University, Columbia University, Carter College, New York School of Social Research, and the League for Professional Writers. He was honorary who mentor includes the scholar Antonio Alfonso Slumberg from 1941 to 1945. Clark served as a non-commissioned officer in the United States Army Air Force, timely attained the rank of Master Sergeant. In the post-World War era, there was a new artistic development with small presses and magazines being founded and surviving for brief times. Writers and publishers continued to start new enterprises. Clark was co-founder of the Harlem Quarterly 1941 through 51, book review addition to the Negro History Bulletin 1948 through 1948 to 52, associated edition of the magazine Freedom Ways as featured writers for the black-owned Pittsburgh Courier. Clark taught at the New York School of Social Research from 1956 to 1958, traveled West Africa in 1958 through 59. He met Kwame Nkrumah, who had mentored as student in the U.S. and was offered a job working as a journalist for the Ghana Evening News. He also lectured at the University of Ghana and elsewhere in Africa, including Nigeria and the University of Ibadan. Becoming prominent during the Black Power movement in the 60s, he began advocate kind of Black nationalism. Clark advocated for students of the African American experience and the place of Africans in world history. He challenged the views of African historians and helped shift the way of African history was studied and taught. Clark was a scholar devoted to redressing what he saw as a systematic and racist suppression of the story of African history by traditionalist scholars. He accused his detractors had Eurocentric views. Yeah, that happened a whole lot back then. His writing includes his 6 scholar books and many scholarly articles. He also edited anthologies of writing by African Americans as well as collectors of his own short stories. In addition, Clark published general interest articles. In one especially heated controversy, he added contributions to anthologies of essays by African American attacked the white writers William Styron of his novel, The Confessions of Nat Turner, for his fictional portrait of the African American slave known for leading a rebellion in Virginia. Besides teaching at Hunter College and Cornell University, Clark founded professional association to support studies of Black culture. He was founded by Leonard Jeffries, the first president of African Heritage Studies Association, which supports scholars in areas of history, culture, literature, and the arts. He was founded member of other organizations by supporting work in Black culture in the Black Academy of Arts and Letters and the African American Scholar Council. Now his personal life. Clark's first marriage was the mother of his daughter Lily, who died before her father. They divorced. In 1961, Clark married Eugene Evans in New York, and together they had a son and daughter, Najia, Marie, and Sonny Kojo. The marriage ended by divorce. In 1997, Clark married his longtime companion, Sybil Williams. He died of a heart attack of 1998. Luke Roosevelt Hospital Center. He was buried in Green Acres Cemetery in Columbus, Georgia. Legacy and honors. In 1985, Faculty of Africana Studies and Research Center at Cornell University named John Henry Clark Library after him. 1995, Carter G. Wilson Medallion Association for the Studies of African American Life and Studies. 2002, Mokef Keith Asante listed Dr. John Henry Clark, one of his 100 greatest African Americans. 2011, Immoral Technique includes short speech by Dr. Clark on his album, The Martyr. It's in track 13, which is entitled The Conqueror. I remember that. That's one underrated tracks in hip hop to me. Selected Bibliography. New Approach to African History, 1967. Edit a contribution of William Stroud and Nat Turner. 10 Black Writers Respond, 1968. Other contributions: Leron Bennett Jr., Alvin F. Parsons, Vincent Harding, John Oliver Killers, John A. Williams, Ernest Kaiser, Lola Harrison, John Charles V. Hamilton, and Mike Delwell. Editor and contribution with assistance of Amy Garvey, Marcus Garvey, and the Vision of Africa, 1974. The Boy Who Painted Jesus Black, 1975. Editor Malcolm X and His Ties, 1991. Analogy of the activist writings. African World Revolution, Africans at the Crossroads, 1991. Author and editor who betrays the African World Revolution and Other Speeches, in 1993. African People of World History, 1993. First of Classic Press Contemporaries. He wrote a lot of stuff. He really do. Strange Magic, thank you so much. Ronald Frickley, thank you so much. And there's another one I'm gonna read. After this, after I read the other one, I might open up the panel, because I want to do that, So let me see. There's somebody. Trying to find this person. Okay, let's see. One of the greats. And these are the people that impact my life. The one I just read, he really impacted my life. Now I'm trying to find somebody else. I'm glad everybody, glad people in the chat came. It's very much appreciated. Glad for y'all to come. Um, very much. Let's get them lights up, please. Very much appreciated. I'm coming, family. I'm coming. I'm coming. And oh yeah, and also a few months ago, I did a live stream about Shirley Chisholm. I want y'all to look for that. Drop a comment or two on that too. So anybody that want to join the panel, feel free. Let me know through the chat, and I get you on. I try to look for the okay. Let's see something. No. Trying to find a famous black scholars more. Excuse me, family. This found it, got it. Another one. Now I'm gonna read this. Okay, yeah, I'll be on for a minute. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, I'll be on. Don't worry about information, man. I'll be on. Just do your thing. Now I'm gonna read one of my favorites again. This is a strong black woman. I know y'all heard from her, but let me tell you, she is prevalent today. Just like John Henry Clark prevalent today, she is prevalent right now. Oh my God, this is one of my heroes. Oh God, it's like when I hear her, you can hear the force. You can hear that cultural force. You can. I mean, let me rewind that back. You hear that spiritual force. You hear that social course. Force. You hear that culture. Oh, you hear all that in her. That she want us as a people to be strong. She want us, and let me say, Frances Crescent Wilson. Oh, she do so much to me. I remember that I met her back in '87 in Hunter College. Now at that time, they used to be like scholars used to, like in New York, they used to have certain, they had certain they talk about. So sometimes like if they got to be there 1 o'clock, like the outsiders, you got to get there quick before the other ones come. So I have the, oh, it was, I had talked to at least about 30 minutes, and she moved me so much, and I was telling her my life and everything, and it was so much that, you know, she had me sit down in the front and listen all this. That's why, like, some of everything I learned from her. I took a little from her. I took a little John Henry Clark. I took a little others, and she's explaining about the system. I'm talking about the simple. I'm talking about chocolate. Thanks for coming. She talks about the systematic of white supremacy that happens around the world and she helped me so much because I always thought about the evening before that, and she broke it down. So family, I gave you John Henry Clark, and also throughout the years she worked closely with John Henry Clark too. So family, after this, I'm gonna set up the panel. So anybody want to join the panel? Let's get ready, because we're gonna talk about it. Living Soul Journey. Thanks for coming. So sit back, relax, and I'm gonna give y'all the one and only, the late great Frances Louetta West. Was American Afrocentric psychiatrist. In a 1970 essay, The Crescent Theory of Color Confronting Racism, offered her interpretation of the origin of what she described in her culture. Now, when she talked about, that's part of the Crescent Papers back in 1970, right? So here we go. Bang. Frances Quentin Welsing. Again, Frances, and she had the same first name my mom's too. Frances Louetta Weston, born March 18, 1935, passed away January 2nd, 2016. Oh, that hurt. Damn, that hurt. Afrocentric psychiatrist. A 1970 essay, The Crescent Theory of Color Confronting and Racism, White Supremacy, offer her interpretation of origin, what she described as white supremacy culture. She was born in Chicago, Illinois, and she died. She was born March 18, 1935. She was born in Chicago, and she passed away January 2nd, 2016, Washington, D.C. Her alma mater is at Tolkien College, Howard University, MD, occupational physician, known as the ISIS Papers and the Keys of the Colors. Now, that paper came back in 91. Also, cop that. Okay? She was the author of the ISIS Papers, Keys of Colors, Western Cause Controversies, and she said that homosexuality among African Americans was employed by white male by decrease the black population. Now, I'm gonna get to her light in a few seconds. If now I want y'all to understand this. See, this is what the media do not want to put out. And so that's why it's up to us. We gotta talk, we gotta engage in it, we gotta engage in these conversations, because now we're talking about our humanity globally. And this is important. We just cannot think about the region of the United States anymore. This is a global, what she talk about. And also the late great Dr. Henry Clark. So now I want to drop that on you. Now we're going to hit the early life. Wesley was born Frances Louetta Quest in Chicago on March 18, 1935. Her father, Henry N. Crest, was physician, and her mother, Ida Mae Griffin, was a teacher. In 1957, she earned a bachelor's BS degree at Tompkins College, and in 1962 she received MD at Howard University in the 60s. Wesley moved to Washington, D.C. and worked at many hospitals, especially children's hospitals. While Wesley was assistant professor at Howard University, she published her first body of work, The Crest Theory of Color Confrontation in 1974. Theory of Color Confrontation. This was an introduction of her thoughts that would be developed in the ISIS papers. 22 years later, she released the ISIS papers, a complementary of essays that had written about global and local race relations. And we go here about her career. In 1992, Crescent published the ISIS papers, The Key of Colors. The book is in compilation of essays that she had written over 18 years. The name the ISIS papers was inspired by ancient Egyptian goddess. Isis was sister wife of the most significant gods, Osiris. Now Osiris of Wu-Tang Clan, that's the name, also name he used, ODB. That's the name he also used too. Just drop that on you. According to Wesley, all the names of the gods were significant. However, Osiris means Lord of the Perfect Black. Wesley specifically choose the name of Isis from her administration of truth and justice that allows for justice to be strong than gold and silver. In this book, she talks about the genocide of people of color globally, along with issues Black people in the United States face. According to Wesley, the genocide of people of color is caused by white people's inability to produce melanin. The minority status of white had caused what she called white genetic survival. Pardon me. She believed that injustice caused by racism would end when non-white worldwide recognize, analyze, understand, and discuss openly genocidal dynamic. She also tackled issues just such as drug use, murder, teens, pregnancies, infant immortality, incarcerations, and unemployment in the Black community. According to Weston, the cause of these issues in her definition of racism, parentheses, white supremacy. Black men are at the center of Welson's discussion because, according to her, they have the greatest potential of causing white genetic annihilation. Brothers, Black men, and I'm talking to the brothers now, and I'm going to continue. We have to have discussions on this. We have to understand what she's talking about. And sisters, you have to support this, because there is this systematic oppressed system in trying to say that what a woman could do, this and that, and it had nothing to take away of the woman. But what she is saying, that we always been the threat as a Black man. And also, brother, if you have wives, if you have girlfriends, go to and look at her studies and stuff, and y'all discuss about it. If you have kids, discuss it with the kids, that they up in age. This is very important, all right? So, brothers, let's take the lead on that. Now we're going to talk about her views. In the ISIS paper, she described white people as genital defective descendants of albino mutants. She wrote that due to this defective mutilation that may have been forcibly expelled from Africa, among other possibilities. Racism in the views of Weston is a conspiracy to endure white genetic survival. She attributes AIDS and addiction to crack, cocaine, and other substances as chemical and biological warfare by whites. So true today. Wilson created a definition of racism which is her theory of non-white genocide global. She referred to racism and white supremacy similarly. Her definition is racism, parentheses, white supremacy is the local and global power system, dynamic structure, and maintain of those who classify themselves as white, whether consciously, or circumstantially, determined which consists of patterns of perception, logic, simple formation, thought, speech, action, and emotional response as conduct simultaneously in all areas of people actively. Economic, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. For the ultimate purpose of white genetic survival and to prevent white genetic annihilation on planet Earth, a planet upon which the vast of overwhelming majority of people are classified as non-white, meaning black, brown, red, yellow people, by white skinned people, and all non-white people are genetically dominant in terms of skin colorization compared to the genetic recessed white people. Western was against white supremacy and emancipation of the black man. Doug, the diplomat, welcome. In a few minutes, people, I'm gonna hit you up on the panel. Watch out for that. Criticisms. Wesson states that an emancipation of the black man prevents pre-creation of black people. According to Wesson, this is one of the goals of racism, again, parentheses, white supremacy. She called the immunization as a form of oppression and extension of feminizing black men, also described by Wilson as bisexual and homosexuality. Now, okay. Before I go on, now I'm gonna connect the dots. Now, Dr. Neely Fuller, back in the mid-70s, he said that in the next 30, 40 years, the black man going to be attacked and it's going to be formal homosexuality. And people laughed at it. Now, throughout the years, the late, great Dr. Frances Crescent, she talks about that. So I just want to drop a jewel on that. All right? By December 30, 2015, Watson suffered 2 strokes, was placed in critical condition at a Washington, D.C. area hospital. She died January 2nd, 2016, at the age of 80. Film appearances, Wilson appearing at the documentary of 500 Years Later, 2000, directed by Owen Akal Shadar, and written by Ibk Asante. Wilson also appears in Hidden Colors, the untold story of people Albanian, Moors, and African descendant, a 2011 documentary film by Tariq Nasheed. Works, The ISIS Papers, The Keys of Color, Fire, Third World Press, 1992, third printed. Oh, it's got all the serial numbers. Okay. Reference, I read this. Okay. Reference, Anapola 2012, Medicating Race, Heart Disease, Durable Compensations, and Difference. Wesley Francis Crest, May 1st, 1984, The Crescent Theory of Color Confrontation. I read that already. The Black Scholar. Jane James Gerard D. 2005, Encyclopedia of African American Studies, Volume 1, Sage. Leah Valley, 1999, Queen Family Values, Debunk the Myth of the Nuclear Family. That press that happened Temple University. Let me hit that back. But you know, so here these two people that that did a lot for people. Hold on, fam. Let me turn on this air conditioner. It's getting a little hot. Get a little hot in here. You know? Okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay, thanks a lot. All right, Doug the Diplomat. Let's sub to everybody in the chat, especially hopefully, especially subscribe to the one and only Underrated Darkness. Let's get them likes and the views up and everything. Any questions y'all want to add? Any comments? Y'all can put it in the chat. There's no problem about that. I did a live stream yesterday about my food and stuff. Want y'all to check that out and everything. So we're gonna read one more. I want I always show the ladies love, so I'm gonna show the ladies love. We're gonna my other here, Sojourner Truth. Yeah, that's what I want to read about. Welcome, Kumbo 5000. We're gonna read about her. All right, here we go. Didn't forget about the panel. So Sojourner Truth was an African American abolitionist, and women's rights activist. She was born in slavery. They don't show that, so they don't really show nothing about her. You go back because they don't that's their stuff. They don't show nothing really about her. And when I find more information in the near future, I'm definitely gonna do a story about her. So we watch out for that. Oh, I know. There it is. Harriet Tubman was an American abolitionist and political activist born to slavery. Tubman escaped from subsequently made some 13 missions to rescue approximately 70 enslaved people, including family. She was born in Dorchester County, Maryland, died of Auburn, New York. That's like Auburn, New York. I think Auburn, New York is like little above Westchester County, little above New York City. And everything. She died of pneumonia. Spouse was Nelson Davis, 1869 to 1888. John Turnbull, 1844, 1951. Her children was Gertrude Davis. So you're gonna read about her family. Harriet Tubman, born Amenta Ross, like I said, 1822. She passed away March 10, 1913. Was American abolitionist and political activist born in slavery. Tubman escaped and subsequently made some 13 missions and rescued approximately 70 enslaved people, family, friends. I read that, okay. Using a network of anti-slave activists in safe houses known as the Underground Railroad. She later helped abolitionist John Brown recruit men from his raid of Harpin ferries. During the Civil War, she served as an armed scout and spy for the United States Army. In her later years, Tubman was an activist in the struggle for women's suffrage. She okay. Okay, born a slave in Dorchester County, Maryland. She was beaten and whipped by her various masters as a child. In the early in life, she suffered trauma head wounds. An irate slave owner threw a heavy metal weight, attempted to hit another slave and hit her instead. The injury caused dizziness, pain, and spells. His palsy, which occurred through her life. She was a devout Christian, experienced strange visions and vivid dreams, which she ascribed to promotion from God. Interesting. In 1849, Tubman escaped to Philadelphia, then immediately returned to Maryland, rescued her family. Slowly, one group at a time, she brought relatives with her out of the state and eventually guided dozens of other slaves to freedom. Traveled by night and in the stream, secrecy subject of Moses, as she was called, never lost a pasture. After the Fugitive Slave Act of 1850 was passed, she helped guide fugitives further north into the British North America and helped newly freed slaves find work. Tubman met the abolitionist James Brown in 1858 and helped him plan recruit support for the raid of Harper's Ferry, as I read before. When the Civil War began, Tubman worked the Union Army, first as a cook and a nurse, and then Army Scout, inspired the first woman led for armed expedition in the war. She guided a raid of combat ferry, which liberated more than 700 slaves. After the war, she retired. She retired to the family home property she had purchased in 1859 in Auburn, New York. As I said before, she cared for her aging parents. She was active in the women's suffrage movement until illness overtook her, and she had admitted to a home elderly African Americans that she had helped to establish years early. After she died in 1913, she became an icon of American courage and freedom. Facts. Tubman, she was born. She owned by family. Okay, Tubman was born Edmund Minty Ross. Slave owner Harry May Ross. Green and Ben Ross was owned by Mary Patterson Ross later on, and later her son Edward. Ben was held by Anthony Thompson, who became Mary's second husband, and ran large plantations near Blackwater River in Madison, Maryland. As with many slaves in the United States, neither the exact place Marity's birth is known, and historians differ as to best estimate. Kate Lawson records the year as 1822 based on the midwife payments of several other historical documents, include her runaway advertisement, while Gene Hums say the best current evidence suggests that Tubman was born in 1820, but it might have been 2 years or 2 later. Catherine Clinton, known as Tubman, reported the year of her birth of 1825, which her death certificate lists as 1815, and her gravestone lists as 1820. In her Civil War widow's pension records, Tubman claimed that she was born 1820, 1822, and 1825, indicates perhaps that she was the only enduring idea when she was born. They showed a map of that. Modestly Tubman maternal grandmother arrived in the United States on a slave ship from Africa. No information available about of her other ancestors. As a child, Tubman was told to be seen as a Asante person due to her character traits, though no evidence exists to confirm this lineage. Her mother, Red, who also had a white father, was a cook and brought his family. Her father, Ben, was a skilled woodsman who managed the timber work on Thompson Plantation. They married around 1808, and according to court records, they had 9 children together. Lena, Mariah, Whitty's, Suf, Robert, Minty, that's Harriet, Ben, Rachel, Henry, and Moses. Rich struggled to keep the family together as slave threatened to tear him apart. Edward Borden sold 3 of his daughters. Leonard, Mariah, Whitty, and Soph, separating them from the family forever. When the trade, when a trader from Georgia approached brothers about buying Rich's youngest son Moses, she hid him for a month, aid by other slaves and free blacks in the community. At one point, she confronted our owner about the sale. Fine boys at the and the Georgia man came towards the slave part to seize the child. When Rick told them, "You are my son," but the first man comes into my house, I will split his head open. Wow. Brought him back away and abandoned the sale. Tubman Biography agreed that the story told this event within the family influence on her behalf, the possibles of resistance. Maybe Samuel Tickle Saul. But it goes about the childhood. I'm gonna paraphrase. It goes to childhood that she always took care of younger brother. She always fight for her family, and like I said, she got whipped, and then they throw something at her, like I said before, and it caused hit her, and then the rest of her life she was dealing with that, and that's what basically talk about that. But she is a person that did a lot for us. That no. So right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to I'm gonna unplug you on in a few seconds, information man. So watch out for that. And other people want to get on, feel free. Cool. So look out, so brother, look out for that. Cause I'm sending it right now. Information man. All right, information man. I just sent it to you, so watch out for it.
What's going on, brother?
Oh, there he is. All right, let me get this off right here.
Do do
I'm
me a do me a favor because I'm getting ready to run out, brother, real quick, and then come back home. I'm just in the neighborhood. Send the link, or it should be in the Google contact, and then I can click back in when I come back home.
in the Google contact. Well, I don't know because let me see. I don't think I know how to do that.
Um, just send me the link to. You got my email, right?
Y'all got it.
Just can you send it there, and then when I come back home, I can click in.
Okay, all right. Let me see what I let me see. Let me see. Let me go to Google right now. So I go to Google Hangouts, right?
Yeah, you should be able to cut and paste it over to there, or you can even cut and paste it over to the to my email. And then when I come back home, I'll just click into it, and I'll be on your program, brother. I'll be back soon. It ain't gonna take me that long. I'll be in the area.
All right.
All right, brother. I'll be back. Thank you.
Anytime.
Take care, everybody.
Okay. Yeah, family. So we're gonna wait till the information man come back. Um, I think I know what he's talking about, so I'm gonna okay. Right now, yeah, but get here. Okay. Let me go this back. Yo, thanks for coming. Um, but how you enjoy the information? You enjoy that, y'all? Let me know. But when he come back, I do wanna like I said, anybody want to join the panel, feel free. No, feel free. But I do want to talk about what's going on in politics. If anybody follow what's going on with Orange Crush 45. Let me get this off right here. Okay, let me get this off. Hold on, family. I don't know why people sending me some things. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, all right. I get to that in a few minutes. But there's a lot going on um in politics. It seems like the president, I'm gonna be nice today. The president is they getting real closer to find what's going on. And also y'all know y'all heard about the fixer and everything. I think he's going to cooperate with the special counsel. That's the one to want to find out, what the violation of the elections of 2016, and he's going to cooperate. So far, I know, but and I know that maybe some of y'all don't think that it doesn't play the role in our community, but it really does. And so we have to get real serious to find what's going on, because at the same time, I vote registration. I vote when we vote. Our vote registration is violated as a people, and so the things is going down now. You got the Republicans out here. They talking about they want this to get done and stuff like that. And then they got some weasel. I forgot his name. They got some weasel where he find out he go into the he run into the White House, and that's a violation right there. And so that's why the midterm elections is so important, because of this of 2018, because the Democrats, if they want to keep this information on going, So they had to win. I heard he got to win like 20 something seats or more, and definitely they got to win the Senate. And they said so. They say it's possible to do it, but I'm not gonna try to tell people what to do. And like I said before, the Republicans and the Democrats had never did anything for us. But like I always said, and I always will emphasize this, that in this system we gotta find a way to get some benefits out of it for us as a people, so we could have economics, we could do other things, and we could be more present in the state, in the city legislation, the state legislation, and also the national legislation. So we gotta do whatever we can to make it work for us. So that's something that we have to think about. Hey, Nikki, how you doing? Welcome, my sister. Welcome. So um, that's what we have to do. So and also uh, and also what we had to do also, that we gotta empower ourselves. We gotta put these people to we gotta put fire in them and let them know. Listen, our vote does count. We want things to happen in our community and stuff. And then they don't do it. We gotta. I appreciate it, Kumbo. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the brother. Subscribe to me. All right. Very much appreciated. I subscribe back to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. But that's what we have to do. And anybody had questions, feel free. Feel free. I'm on here and everything else. Let me read the chat out here. I'm glad y'all information, man. I did Shani Cat, thanks for showing up. Rockweiler Morris, thanks for Rockweiler. If you want to come on the panel, let me know. We very much in Red Face. Thank you so much. Living Soul Journey. Thank you so much. Doug the Diplomat, thank you so much. Hey, good brother Rob. That's all right. Good brother, you want to get on the panel? Feel free. Send me your email. Let's hear for the good brother Rob. That's our educator in our community. So subscribe to him. All right, subscribe to everybody, each other on the chat, and participate. And yours truly, the Underrated Darkness. So let me know you want to get on, brother Rob. And send me an email, and I get you on, brother. Cause see, this was all about. We have to engage more, family. We have to engage more, and it had to be consistently. Anybody that missed from the beginning, wherever this live stream ends, you can always catch it in the beginning. Also tonight, there's a special Underrated Sports Show. It's a special tonight. I want you to tune into that. To the ones in the chat, I want you to tune in tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. My co-host, my brother, D to the S to the 1. Right? Oh, yeah, I work right now? What spot? It depends what give me an idea, brother Robin. I could tell you. If you want to, you could check out the sports arena. And also, I don't know, you don't quote me on this, but find out for the New York, there's a little museum. There's a little museum, good brother, of the New York Transit Authority. It's very enriching. I think you should check that out. I think that's around, Pacific Street in downtown Brooklyn. But don't quote me for that and everything. Check that out. Harlem. Check out Brooklyn, downtown. Um, lot happened in Brooklyn. Um, Let me see what else. Check out the Slumber Theater in Harlem. Um, in Brooklyn, check out. Oh, you staying in Harlem? Okay, in Harlem. Well, you could check out the Apollo. You could check out. They got the state building on 125th. Check that out. Yeah, yeah, Nikki. Yeah, yeah, yeah. About that. Check that out. Brother Rob. Let me see what else. They got the famed restaurant Sylvia's. Check that out. But check out the state bill too, because that's history in there too. If I'm not mistaken, damn, um, Reverend I Sharp, I think his headquarters is in a state building on 125th Street, but don't quote for that either way. I think I heard I know I think it was in there when he moved us up, but you can check that out too. Um, but get around, go to Brooklyn, check out the sports arena, and also like I said, check out the New York City Transit Authority. I think it's still there. It's a near Pacific Street, Adams Street, Ballroom place, But check that out. There's a lot of history in New York, people. That people that y'all don't even know. There's a lot of history in the Harlem, Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, Queens. Now Queens, I've been talking about Queens. Now Queens, it got quite a few famed jazz legends. Was born and raised in Queens. So Queens, check out Queens too. Lot of history in New York City now, and throughout New York State, but a lot of history in New York City that us as the people we done. Okay. So, good brother Rob, you gonna have fun. You gonna be good. And certain things has changed. Throughout on 125th Street, we used to have like bookstores around, and used to be a lot of even our Dr. Henry Clark and Francis Scott White, they used to walk up and down 125th Street. You know, yeah, and so lot of history. It's a lot of history in New York City, not just Harlem, but Brooklyn. A lot of history. So, um, check those things out. Check it out. Check it out. Now, I'm gonna drop a Jew on y'all too. Central Park. Before then, they used to call that Seneca Village, and that used to be like a lot of us as a people. We used to live there. We used to have land round right where Central Park at, and they threw us out. It was politics back then. So drop a Jew on that. So Seneca Village, all that we was there first. Yeah. So remember Seneca Village. So look that up. So drop some jewels on y'all. Drop some jewels on y'all. But get back to the information. Um, they really going in on the president. They're gonna trying to get obstruction of justice or collision of Russia. And if y'all see how he behaved, that he don't even want to have hard sanctions against Russia, they always proven that they did penetrate of our electoral, you know, electoral system. And there are some people of the Senate, I mean, now I can say the Senate. Um, the Congress, they want to draw up a bill to help protect that. And the president is not really working. So his Iran, how he act and everything. And so there are some people said that it can come down as a constitution crisis. And so we have to look out for that. So we're gonna wait to we're gonna wait for brother information man come back, and we're gonna get this thing going. I'm glad all y'all keep staying with me. It's very much appreciative. I am very humble. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, Nikki, we not gonna talk about that now. We're gonna talk about that tonight, but that's gonna be one of the main. That's gonna be one of the main things happen. That's gonna be one of the main topics we gonna talk about. And plus, nope, I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Just wait till tonight. Family, just wait for tonight. So you know. So yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Also, you could check out Park 2, Brother Rob. It's on 145th. It's right off the 1 train. Let me see. What's the name of that park? Let me look it up for you. You can check out that park too. That park is very nice. I'm gonna look it up for you, parks. Hold on. You can check that out too, Brother Rob. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, there it is. You could check out this park, Rob, on Riverbank State Park. It's on 679 Riverside Drive. They really fix it up nice. That's in Harlem. That's right on 145th Street on the 1 train. You can check that out too. So they fix it real nice. Marcus Garvey Park, yeah. I think that's another name they call it. Hidden Treasures and Entertainment and more. Thank you so much for joining, my sister. Stay tuned tonight, my sister. The Underrated Sports Show gonna be on the same channel with my co-host and brother D to the S to the 1. And stay tuned on that. We read about John Henry Clark. I read about Francis Cressing. And I just finished read about Harriet Tubman. And if anybody want to come in the panel talk, man or woman, it doesn't make a difference. I'm doing fine, my sister. I am doing fine. And I thank you for coming, and thanks for your constant contribution. Very much appreciate, my sister. And you keep on doing what you got. Hey, brothers and sisters, subscribe to my sister, Hidden Treasures Entertainment and more, right? She got great information on there to impact our lives and everything. So show some love to my sister, all right? You know, she got great, you know, so sub to my sister. And also sub to the one and only underrated Darkness. All right. So Brother Rob, you got gave you some things too. Um anybody can ask anybody want to ask questions, feel free. I'm here. Let me check this thing out. Okay, check thing out. We good, we good. And everything. Oops, let me plug this thing back up here. I don't want to get caught up in blah, 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 blah. No, I don't want to do that. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, plug this. Okay, we good. We good money. We good money. We good money. But anytime, my good brother. Anytime, my pleasure. That's what I'm here for, sir. Look out for my brother. But yo, sub to my brother, good brother Rob right here. He got excellent stuff on his channel too. All right, sub to him too. Let me see here. Also, I'm sorry. And also in the near future, I'm going to talking about the hip hop too. I'm going to talk about music. I'm going to talk about jazz, blues, R&B, pop. So we have our hands in all this music too. So I'm gonna talk about that in the near future. And also, sisters, please, I want you to be part of this panel conversation too, and others too on my channel. Even sisters, y'all want to come on right now? Let me know. No problem. Just drop down your email and I plug you in. Ain't no problem with that. Mom. But we're waiting for the brother, good brother Rob. Like I said, this is JT Lunchtime Random Talk. It doesn't make a difference. Hidden treasure. You want to join the panel? You know, there's anything you want to bring in, you want to bring to existence? You more than welcome, my sister. You're more than welcome. It's up to you. Doesn't make a difference. Oh, I just find out too, Vermont, the ninth state to legalize recreation pot is marijuana. Oh, you want, yeah, on plantation right now. Okay. Okay, no problem. Always the next time, my sister. All right, Nikki, no problem. So Vermont, the ninth state legalized recreation pot use. Oh, yeah. This gonna get very interesting, family. It's getting very interesting. Vermont is the ninth state to legalize recreation pot. Yeah. So you know what that means. That means people go to Vermont get that pot. Yo, my knee hurt. My elbow hurt. The doctor said I need me some pot. That's like a recreation. I need that cannabis. Yup. That is happening and stuff like that. Yeah. So we waiting for it and everything. Again, I want to thank for y'all to come and everything. That is very much appreciated. And again, the Underrated Show is going down 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time. And we gonna talk about things like, well, like Nikki, like my sister Nikki's saying. So we gonna jump on that. And also, there's a lot of moves happening in the NBA too. We're gonna talk about that too. But let me see what people talk about here and stuff like that. Let me see. Hold on, family, trying to get. Cannabis. People want to know more about cannabis too. You know. Well, also I found out too that marijuana is start legalizing to quite a few countries in the last few years too. You check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, there's a artist named Cannabis too. Like people in New York, they know what I'm talking about. Well, let me read some stuff here. I'll just pull up. So legal experts say Mueller team likely gain access to NRA taxes filing report. That is big because they were saying that NRA was part of the violation of the 2016 elections. So that is big. Let me hit this. Like said, like Special Counsel Robert Mueller secretly gained access to the National Rifle Association, that NRA, tax returns as part of the investigation of Russia meddling in the 2016 elections, according to McClatchy report. Mueller's team reported to look into NRA donors with link to Russia in investigation whether some donors use organization legally funnel foreign money to President Trump campaign. The NRA spent $30 million support of Trump campaign in the 2016 presidential race. NRA officially maintains that the organization has not been contracted by the FBI, but legal experts told McClatchy that it would be routine for investigators to assess the group tax throughout the IRS. The tax filing reveals the NRA dark money donors, which names are hidden on public documents. David A. Asara, a high law who formerly prosecuted cases for the Justice Department Tax Division, told McClatchy that prosecutors often request tax filing entirely in the background with no notice to the subject of the investigation. Former senior Justice Department official Michael Zeldin told McClatchy that it would be basic blocking and tackle for the prosecutors to seek all relevant tax returns. So it seems like Mueller is moving. It seems like Special Counsel Mueller is moving tight, moving closely. So that means they trying to hide things. That's what they doing. But wait. When it comes out, it comes out. No, so that's what it is. Um, but we need to listen to this family because it plays a lot. It plays a lot what we doing, and so. But I want you to take. We need to take this a little seriously because we got a whole lot to deal with. It got something to deal with us too. Waiting on brother brother information man come back at panel. They say got some more stuff. Again, it's JT Lunchtime Random Talk Part 3. So we're gonna talk about everything. Yes, we are. We're gonna talk about everything. Oh, Dora family. Oh yeah, and Michael Cohen, the one who worked with the president for a long time. He said he gonna put his family first, so most likely he gonna cooperate with the special counsel Miller. So we'll watch out. So we gonna watch out for that. Yeah, what up? What up, Marlo? What's good? What's good, nephew? What's good? Glad you come. You wanna get on the panel, my nephew? You welcome. This is JT Lunchtime Random Talk Part 3. Glad you come. All right. Anybody want to ask these questions, feel free. I'm here. Let me see some. So tell me what state that you're from. Put it in the chat and say more where you live at. Excuse me, trying to find something else. Yeah. But see what else. See anybody say anything in the chat? Chat with them. Hold on, family. Hold on. Um, what's good? She stay asleep. Yeah. Anybody had questions about John Henry Clark, Francis Wilson, and Harriet Tubman? Feel free. Feel free. Feel free. Like I said, Vermont, ninth state to legalize recreation pot. Let me read this. Wait here. Okay. There it goes. It's a story of Vermont had become ninth state in the country to legalize recreational marijuana use with limitations with some confusion. Governor Phil Scott signed legislation in January to legalize the use of the drug. Vermont and its first state to enact the law through its legislation. Previous approvals in other states were accomplished through voters' referendum. Vermont new law took effect Sunday. The law emphasized private use and civilization, allowing adults to possess 1 ounce of marijuana and two mature and 4 immature marijuana plants. Continue reading. Just ones can be carried at any time, but excess marijuana presumably taken from the plant can be stored at home. Police are still unclear how they will enforce laws that apply to marijuana-laced foods, as well as the boundaries of enforcement regarding public display of pot use. The law is clear that smoking while in the car, while on Lake Champlain, a federal waterway, is legal. Amateur marijuana growers must have their plants away from the public view in a secure location. Smoke or growing marijuana at home requires permission of landlords. The laws say while pot can grow in use, it cannot be sold. It does not, however, apply to Vermont 5,000 registration medical marijuana patients. The Governor Marijuana Advisory Commission is expected to be recommend a system that is administering the state marijuana market by the end of the year. So, family, look out that it's going to be spreading in the other 8 states. I think California legalized too. So we'll look out. We're gonna have to look out for that too very soon because it's probable now. But the thing for me is this: that while they lock us up for little use of it, I think that if the state do not want to repay us of the wrongful incarceration, we should get the money. We should have the money. They should give us the money so we can have our own plans in our own community. So we could develop economic growth in our community. Why not? Other nationalities doing it. So that's why it's always say that we have to develop legislation or been passed law. Good looking out, nephew. Good looking out, nephew. So that's why we have to know the law. So we can get, why not? That's like I said, why not? And there are some people is showing us the business of it too. I think there is a black woman that have our own plant. Have our own business of plant. I believe that's in Washington State, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so I know it's going to be some politicians going to be against that, and even in Black Hispanic caucus and stuff, but I think that, in the near future, there's some people feel that we shouldn't do that. In life, there's always rules and regulations. So we should have like rules and regulations, to pursue this. Now, like there's some people don't want to do because then they want to talk about the moral aspect, the spiritual aspect, and etc. But this is my thing too, that we had to sometimes think outside the box, and sometimes majority of us, I'm gonna say some of us in our community, we don't do that. We don't want to. We want to always say that adopt with the times. This is the time we adopt with the times, and we got to think about it. So I'm just putting the plug in our community and think about it, because this is gonna be a boom. It's gonna be a boom within a few years. And come and think about it, it already is. No, you even got other countries around the world is having this. Even Canada. Oh, we have to. Excuse me, family, because I'm eating too. So we gotta learn to be part of the process. And also that also in the United States too, that abortion had to pop up. And on Quest 45, that's the president, want to do away of that case like 50 years ago. And you find women fight against that. So, and I urge black men, we gotta develop a voice too. I ain't gonna ask just to ask, but we have to develop the voice of what we need in our community to help to rebuild our family in our community. And we gotta have these conversations often. So when we tell politicians, look, we want to help our community. We want to bring our family back. And sometimes also we don't need to, wait for these politicians. Sometimes we gotta get out, we gotta get together and collectively and do it for ourselves. And I was talking to brothers because the percentage is always against us. So all I'm just saying, I'm trying to limit down what's going on. Go for sisters too. Watch out for the trap, especially the Democrat. I tell you, they need your vote. But when you get your vote, they never talk about put the family together. Family back together. I'm talking about our community. So these are the necessary points. That's what the doctors is bringing forth. And we gotta start. We gotta start letting the system have our thinking. We gotta get back to independent thinking in our community. We gotta learn to take care of each other. It gotta start from us. Because you know, get to November, state, I'm sorry, city, state, nationally, they want our votes. But they don't want to do nothing in our community. They don't have programs, not programs, they don't have certain identities for our family back together. The more we apart, the more they use their vices against us. Divide and conquer. We have to think on that too. We can't let them do that anymore. Our issues need to be heard loud and clear. And the only way, that's what happened. We gotta put ourselves out there. Get a paper, get a notebook, get a pen, write it down. So when you go to these meetings, this is what we want. Or, like I said, in our community, let's develop our own. And there's nothing wrong with that. And people say, you gotta have money. If each of us chip little by little together, we create something. But we gotta be in alignment doing that. And it's very important. You know, still waiting for information, man. Calling the panel, say a few things so I can close out. If not, catch one next time. But we have to think about stuff like that, family. Also, we have to understand that some in our community is not going to help us. So for them, just leave them behind. The black man and the black woman, we have to work together. We have to find solutions together to put the family back together. We cannot let outsiders know what we're doing. It's gotta start from us, family. And it goes from the darkness too. But that's what I want us to do. Time for us to step up. Let's see something. Again, family, I'm glad that y'all showed up. Keep this on a few minutes. After that, rest up for tonight. Again, the underrated sports show is going down tonight so far. 7 o'clock 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on this channel, The Underrated Darkness. My co-host, my brother, co-host, D to the S to the 1. Stay tuned on that. And also, I'll be doing a live stream in the near future, in November, midterm elections, of our perspective in this USA. So when I find out what day it is, I'm gonna let you know in advance. So family, let's sacrifice our time and find what's going on. This is a start. This is we start low, no more the process. So this system, let's get whatever we need to benefit us. And that's what counts. So when also there are elections happening throughout the summer, from Republicans and Democrats, see they're gonna win a nomination of their state or city, then they're gonna run in November. And we need to pay attention to that. Yep. So, and have conversation within the family or friends. You know, you go out, have these conversations. It's very essential in our community. You know, we need to do that. Again, this is JT, Random Talk Part 3. That was good. And but that's what we need to do. Let me see. It don't have to be a specific time. Just do it, family. We need to do it together. We have to. No? Yeah. So all right, for a few more minutes. Come back. Close it out. Close it out. Close it out. Yeah, but But family, we got to start. We have to. You know, everything in our community is safe. And it's now or never. You know? Excuse me. There's a lot of underhand sneakiness that's happening that that is really is that we have to pay attention to it. Try to see what's going on, family. Hey, what's going on, DG? What's going on, David Singleton? What's going on, brother? Thanks for coming. JT Lunchtime Random Talk and everything. How's your day going? How's your day? So anybody that come late to my live stream, you always catch up on the rewind when it's finished building up. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, David Singleton. I'm doing good. Oh yeah, I'm good. That's good. Tonight, David Singleton, the Underrated Sports Show is gonna be on the same channel. With my brother, co-host D to the S to the 1. It's gonna be 7 p.m. Eastern time. Won't you come join that? All right, 7 p.m. tonight. The Underrated Sports Show, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's going down tonight. It's gonna be a special tonight. That's right. The knot's gonna be turning up. It's gonna be on my channel. It's gonna be on my channel, brother. It's gonna be on my channel. Right here. Yes. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So it looked like the brother's not coming back. Thank you. And you can tell others to come on the channel too tonight. It's going down tonight. Going down. It looked like the brother's not coming back. You know, I know he probably got caught up some things. So let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me mention this. I'm sorry. Oh, let's see. Let me mention this again. Anybody want to know more? Go to my Facebook. It's Jerry Thomas, yours truly. Also, my my Facebook group, all in caps. JTNVP, thinking for ourselves. Also, damn, my mind would go blank. Okay, my Twitter account, all in caps at JT Blackman44. Instagram account, lower caps, the Underrated Darkness. I'm in this business venture with my brother Ernest Jones. It's AnsAllToys.com. Again, AnsAllToys.com. We throughout social media, wherever you want to purchase, use my code NVP. that's my code MVP. You will get 10% off. Remember, wherever money comes in, it comes back in our community. So support that. Also, in the near future, like I'm gonna repeat it again, I'm gonna be doing a live stream on my channel, midterm elections of our perspective. So stay tuned for that. And so all I can say, everybody, thanks for coming. It's very much appreciated. Matter of fact, let me read out the names. And I made my last comments. I'm gonna close this out and rest up and get ready for the few hours from now. All right, Information Man. Oh, damn, sorry. Information Man, thanks for coming. Trying to wait around. He didn't show up. Well, I guess he got caught up some things. It's all right. Shani Cat, thank you. Rockwilder Morris, thanks for coming. Redface, thanks for coming. Big L, as always, thanks for coming. Very much appreciated. Ronald Freakley, family, thanks for coming. Living Soul Journey, thanks for coming. Chaka Chaka, thanks for coming. Doug the diplomat, thanks for coming. Good brother Rob, thanks for coming. Hidden Treasures Entertainment More, thanks for coming, my sister, as always. She Stay Sleep, as always, thanks for participating. Thanks for coming. Miles Corner, my nephew, thanks for coming. And David Singleton, welcome to the Darkness family. Thanks for coming. And you also have a good day. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. So, family, I'm going to close this. Oh, dang. Okay. Family, I'm going to close this out. And like I said, the Underrated Sports Show in a few hours, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Co-host, my brother, D to the S to the 1. So everybody come back in this chat tonight and bring others. And on that note, I am Ghost.